was caught,
Oh,
along with his comrades, and they were all hanged in different cities in 1861. Well, before he was hanged, he wrote a couple of letters, at least, that are documented. One was to his wife, telling her, "Don't sell our interest in the copper mine." Now, how do you get green?
yeah,
Copper.
right.
So that's how he got such a great green. But anyway, he said, "Don't sell the interest in the copper mine. It'll see you through financially."
Oh, yeah.
And then he also wrote her a beautiful letter in which he said, "Farewell, dear wife, I leave you behind. I leave you and this earth and all my earthly troubles."
And we don't even know what people went through during that time.
my
No,
gosh.
no.
Yeah.
No idea.
We have
I
not.
mean, we have people today that think they're that, but they have it bad. God.
But it's all a matter of context.
It's a matter of context, you're right, and that was, because they looked at that in a totally different
Well, it was a part of everyday life.
everyday life.
Yeah. And don't miss these wonderful pieces from this
Yes.
They're so contemporary.
Well, that's what I love about this type of thing. It can actually go in a modern home.
Oh, it could go anywhere. Yeah, you're right.
Now, I have seen him only in magazines.
Well, now you've seen him for real.
Now I've seen him for real. The lion figurine.
Do you know how they did the mane?
I'm assuming that they put like clay through some sort of a little extruder and,
A funnel with some kind of a funky something inside.
yeah,
So that it came out in squiggles.
right.
Yep.
Wow. He's gorgeous. Does he serve any purpose other than being figural? Is he just
No,
to look
He was
at?
made by Solomon Bell for his niece.
Okay.
As a, I don't know, I would call
whimsy?
it a whimsy.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly the word that I use, is whimsy.
Well, that is so cool. Now I've seen him in real life.
Yep, he is charming.
He is. I think David T. Smith, he's a potter in Ohio. I think
I
he,
know David Smith.
do you? I think he's,
I've met David Smith, and my mother tried to bargain for a giant piece of old Honduran mahogany.
Oh, wow.
So that he could make her a table.
yes,
So
you've heard of him.
He
I
used
think
to be
he's
my
done a
shaman.
reproduction of that. And maybe even Greg and Mary Schooner.
don't know who they are.
Look them up. Greg and Mary
S-H-U-N-E-R.
Schooner.
Oh, S-C-A, okay.
Schooner Redware. They do, their stuff looks that old.
Yeah, it's really
They're-
cool.
yeah.
It's, I mean, you can tell by looking on the back and everything, but boy, it's
Well,
pretty.
you'll see more when you go up the street to the Pottery.
Yeah, I can't wait. I love those polka dots.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, yes.
Make your way around if I can answer any questions.
Sure.
Look at the inkwell. Oh, even that little piece is just,
Glad to have even an artist. You could have been a potter back in the day, even with your artistic abilities.
why, is there stick people on pottery?
Kind of.
Look at that big water cooler.
Yeah, your artistic ability. Well,
Dad got in trouble for once.
That might need cleaning.
Well,
Oh.
no, she said if you go around the corner.
You go around the corner, I might have went right in here. You notice on Sue hasn't been Sue Joe. She does stuff, but it's not real artistic.
Primitive.
It's primitive.
Right, even all this, it's pretty
Yeah. I mean, I could do that.
simple.
Yeah, that's a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody knows what it is.
But, right, everybody knows what it is. Look at that big old beautiful
I know.
thing.
I
Wow.
like these over here with the women on them, the dresses.
So see, even people that couldn't draw. That is so cool. So if you find any of these at a yard sale, snatch it up. I'm gonna swing around. I don't wanna make anybody seasick, but oh man. I feel like I've died and gone to pottery heaven. Even this sweet little jug, look at that. It's a stove tile. This thing is huge. Yorktown, 1781. Wow, that's the end of the Revolution. Washington's victory at Yorktown. So cool. Did you see the Yorktown pot?
It's cute, that, yeah.
Oh, wow. Wonder what that thing weighs.
And can you tell how it was put, how it was fired? Because look at how tight the, that sort of squiggle is.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how it lengthens out
Yes.
on the sides? So you can tell that it was put in the kiln this way.
was
And that
hanging.
gravity
Gravity
sort of
hung it
pulled
down.
it down.
Really? Now I would have thought their arm got tired making squiggles and
No,
it got
no.
farther apart.
No.
That is gorgeous.
Isn't that really nifty that?
What would something that, what was it, what would you use a bowl that large for?
I don't know, but how about mixing up something that needed flour or sugar or?
For a lot.
Same reason you'd
Yeah.
want a big bowl to make, yeah, biscuits or.
That's what I was thinking.
For a
Some
large-
bread. I was thinking bread.
Large group of people?
Yeah.
Or even
yeah.
your own weekly baking, if you were doing bread
Yeah,
once a week.
that's true, they did do it.
The size of that
With
bowl
the lead
would probably have
glazes.
gone good in
So-
a wealthy household.
And not only that, but you know what, I think a bowl this size, once it's set on a table, I
It
don't
might
think they
have
moved it
moved.
all the
It's-
time.
No.
Yeah.
The same way these big jars, once they were in place to hold rice or grain or flour or
Right.
whatever, they did not
You
move
could,
around. They were
well,
not.
yeah, you could even use it as a wash basin too.
For that to be
You
in
know what,
such
you
great
absolutely
shape
could.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
We could wash Ada in that.
You could.
What about, can you tell us about lead glaze?
About lead glaze?
Well, I mean, you know, you hear so many people say that it wasn't safe to eat on, but yet all of they ate on this every day.
Well, it wasn't safe, but they may not have known that initially.
Right.
Things don't happen in an instant.
Right.
You learn things over the course of time.
Right.
So that's number one. Number two, while lead glaze may be toxic over the course of time, here's another fact about lead glaze. Unglazed would be much more unclean.
Right.
So lead made it easier to wash things and keep them cleaner.
Right.
So you know what? There's always kind of a balance. and
Right,
there's always
6 of one and half a dozen of
There
another.
you go.
Yep. Well, and you know, today the big controversy that we have is the chemicals and preservatives in our food. Artificial dyes, artificial colors,
You can keep
artificial
your food
flavor.
longer, and yet you have the risk of
Right,
perhaps allergies or other
absolutely.
reactions.
Yeah.
Once it's fired, or two. Soaks in more, it would leach out.
Now, face jugs were made usually by slaves at the end of the day,
Because once you wash it a couple times,
and some say they were making fun of their masters.
it soaks in more with the firing. That's pretty intense heat.
Between 2,000 and 2,500 square feet for the lead, for the alkaline and the stone clays. Earthenware and the lead was fired, I think, a little over 10. Absolutely. And you know the story of the face jugs and